I remember the sound before I remember the sight. My daughter's body hitting the hotel floor. 14 years old, skin pale, eyes rolled back. The paramedics came faster than I thought possible, but the world around me slowed to a crawl. The sirens, the straps, the desperate hum of the ambulance, it all felt distant. And yet, what cut sharper than her collapse was what came after. While I sat at her bedside, praying she would breathe steady again, my phone buzzed. I glanced at it, then froze. A Facebook post from my sister. Finally, having peace without the pathetic drama queen ruining everything. A photo of my parents smiling at dinner, wine glasses raised, laughing, celebrating my daughter's near death as if it were a blessing. They weren't there at the hospital. They weren't holding her hand. They were feasting. I didn't shout. I didn't weep. I didn't even respond. Instead, I smiled. A smile they would never forget. Hashtag. It wasn't always like this. My sister, Emily, was once my shadow. 4 years younger, always trailing behind me, always asking me to braid her hair. I protected her. She admired me. And my parents, they used to say I was their anchor. I believed them. But love curdled into envy, envy into malice, and malice into betrayal. Emily resented the attention my daughter received. My parents resented the way I raised her to speak her mind. To them, she wasn't family, she was a nuisance. I ignored the whispers. I excused the coldness. I told myself, they're blood, they'll come around. I was wrong. Hashtag. The signs had been there. The dinners I wasn't invited to. The vacations accidentally booked without me. The way conversations stopped when I walked into the room. But the post, their public celebration of my child's collapse, was the final nail. No misunderstanding could explain it away. They wanted her gone. They wanted me broken. And for the first time in my life, I wanted them to suffer. I didn't storm into their vacation house. I didn't confront them online. I waited, watched, planned. I knew what mattered most to them: status, reputation, comfort. They thrived on the illusion of being a perfect family. Charity dinners, country club smiles, church pew appearances. So I decided to strip that illusion away, piece by piece. Step 1. Access. Emily gave me that herself. She'd left her laptop logged in once during Thanksgiving. I'd memorized her password without her noticing. Old habits. Step 2. Evidence. Screenshots of their post. Dozens of messages between them, mocking me, mocking my daughter, calling her pathetic, dead weight, better off gone. Step 3. Precision. I didn't dump everything online in a blind rage. No, I curated. I selected the most venomous words, the ones that painted them clearly for who they were. Step 4. Timing. I waited until the day they returned from vacation, when the glow of their trip still lingered, when they least expected it. I broke into their house that morning, key under the mat, because arrogance makes people careless. The kitchen table was clean, polished, waiting. I left a manila envelope in the center. Inside, printed screenshots of every message, their Facebook post, blown up in color, copies sent in sealed envelopes to their pastor, their closest friends, their boss, and their country club board. I signed nothing, I left no trace. Just one handwritten note in bold black ink. Peace tastes different when the world knows who you really are. Hashtag. They came home late afternoon. I parked across the street, engine off, windows cracked, waiting. From where I sat, I saw it unfold. Emily walked in first. She dropped her luggage. She saw the envelope. Her hands shook as she opened it. My mother's gasp echoed through the walls. My father's voice broke into a roar. Screams, accusations, denials. I saw their faces through the glass, horror dawning, realization sinking. Everything they'd hidden, exposed. The perfect mask ripped away. And for once, they weren't united against me. They were tearing into each other. Emily pointing at my mother, my father cursing them both. The empire they built on lies crumbled in a single afternoon. And I sat in silence, watching. Later that night, when I returned to the hospital, my daughter stirred. Her lips moved, whispering my name. Relief washed over me like fire and rain at once. I kissed her forehead, I held her hand, and I thought of the chaos erupting in that house miles away. My family, the ones who mocked her, mocked me, were now exposed, disgraced, divided. I hadn't raised my voice. I hadn't lifted a hand. All I had done was show them to the world. Their cruelty was the weapon. I simply handed them the mirror. And as I sat there, watching my daughter breathe again, one truth settled in my chest, sharp, steady, final. They wanted peace without us. Now they would never know peace again.